Say that welcome.
Can you hear that?
Mhm.
Can you hear this? Everybody sits here. All right, I don't hear nothing. You start. We're live.
I hear everything.
Okay, let me keep working
Good
here.
evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to At the Helm with Kelly and Wayne. As you might imagine, we are burning both candles, well, burning the candle at both ends, and tonight also in the middle. So we are, let's see, I am just running in from a free HIV World AIDS Day event. So tomorrow is World AIDS Day. So I will take this time to say, make sure that you know your status. Make sure you know your partner's status, and get educated on the many developments that they've made with HIV and AIDS research, what the treatment options are. But most importantly, know your status.
I'm here.
Know your partner's status.
I'm here, and I'm negative.
Know your status. Know your partner's status.
Hello, everyone. And when you plug the headphones in the right slot, they work better.
Oh, that's good information to know. Riley's here, so we don't know where her parents or her babysitter is. Justin's supposed to be babysitting.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Riley.
Again, welcome to At the Helm with Kelly and Wayne. I am Kelly.
And I'm Wayne, and we're live.
We are live. We are live. This is real life. This is how the sausage is made. So
yep. Riley's here. Hey, Riley.
Say hi, Riley.
Say hey to everybody, Riley. Hey. So we are again grateful to be here this evening. And we are getting back on track this evening.
Yep. Speaking of being grateful, we just came off of the Thanksgiving holiday. We hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday, and that you take the time to be grateful and thankful for things, not just on that day, but throughout. I will say that I am grateful and thankful for family, for life, for health, for strength, for employment, for resources, for a loving marriage and partnership.
Woo-hoo, glad I came back to that.
So we hope that you all enjoy that and that you take some time to do some self-reflection, to find out what it is that, makes your soul spark. What makes you thankful? What are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful to be here. Thankful for family, friends, wonderful partner, 30 plus years, and all the support that I get from her. And even though I hate getting up every morning and going, I'm thankful for a job.
Yes. We're grateful for employment that helps us live this life that we are so grateful to live.
Yeah.
I am right now working with a committee that will commemorate and honor those who lost their lives due to homelessness this year. We will be doing that on the winter solstice, which is the coldest day, the longest night of the year. So again, just grateful for a roof over our head, food on the table, and we hope that you all are as well. We for Thanksgiving, we normally do a Thanksgiving breakfast here at home. We did that again this year. We had 40 people show up for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing that. I like getting up. All right, we're gonna So we go ahead and kick the day off. We get to see a lot of family that way. People who want to see us. Some people we've not seen. People don't want to see us. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Living your truth. Find your peace. Center your peace. But for those who want to, who have the time, I know a lot of people are cooking. Anyway, we entertain about 40 people for breakfast. Then we send them on their way, and then we're able to go out for dinner, lunch, whatever. So we ended up going to my mama's house for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also, on the Black Friday, we headed to South Carolina to see a rendition of The Wiz on Broadway. It was amazing. He's on down the road. And don't bring me no bad news.
Don't bring me no bad
You
news.
can win.
Mm-hmm.
The Wiz soundtrack is like, it's awesome.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was
so
good.
so we did that. That was a day trip for us. We went down on Friday. The play was on Friday. We came back on Saturday. I don't remember what we did Saturday. Then we do church on Sunday.
You don't know what we did on Saturday on the way back?
What time did we get back Saturday?
I
We
said
got back
on the
late.
way back.
I mean, yeah.
It was funny. I was tickled when we got in the car Saturday to come back, and you had your phone. I had my phone. I definitely didn't know what you were doing, and I don't know if you knew what I was doing. But I was putting in directions to get out of Greenville back on the highway to get back, and it was almost perfect timing that we both hit the button.
Yep.
And my phone said directions to 2071.
Hey.
Oh.
Your directions to home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yours at the same time said directions to such and such an outlet mall.
Right.
And I was like,
because we talked about it.
I know.
We talked about
that
stopping on the way. Then you was like, "No, we'll stop on the way back." I thought you was gonna get me.
No,
I thought you was
it was on the road. I knew we were going to pass it.
Yeah,
but what was so funny was how at the same time both of those people on the phone spoke and said, "We're going different places."
Yep, and that's the story of our life.
Yes,
we talk about things, but we have different. We have different opinions on how to get to the same spot. But it was a wonderful Thanksgiving break. Mm-hmm. We are now on the fast track to Christmas.
Yes,
I'm a little more prepared. Like normally, we don't have children in the house anymore, so we don't do a whole lot of decorating. We might put a tree up because they asked to put a tree up.
Don't say shopping.
Yeah, but shopping is not a Christmas thing for me.
I mean, yeah.
Who need a holiday? Who need a holiday to shop?
You don't. You don't. You don't. But we need to be through shopping before the last week. We say every year we're not going to be shopping on Christmas Eve or 2 days before, and where we at always.
Normally we've been in the mall, but I mean, recently we haven't. We don't really have that many people to buy for anymore because once you have kids, we buy for the kids.
Yeah, they buy for their kids. Yeah, we buy for their kids.
We buy for the kids.
The grandkids.
Once you have a baby, you're not the baby anymore. That's just kind of how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Yep.
On the Wilhelm side. So we do a little bit. We just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so what else? What else is happening in the world? I don't have my TikTok up.
Pull that up. So while you're getting TikTok up, we had an agenda last week to talk about on the podcast here. And we started talking about elections. We started talking about the local municipal elections and kind of how they went and the races. And many of you who called us last week remember that, Elizabeth Parent, who was running for a seat on the Fuquay Council, she was actually watching us on Facebook Live, and we invited her on. And that show kind of turned into an entire 45 minutes, an hour of elections, what's going on, what's happening with elections. So we missed some of our stuff that we were going to cover. So I want to circle back because one of the events that we talked about.
Well, before you circle back, let's just give an update on Liz's race.
Okay.
Wake County did certify that race, and the winner won by a total of 8 votes. So Fuquay Varina has a new town commissioner by a margin of 8 votes. Do I need to say every vote counts? Every vote. I know 8 people in Fuquay. I know 9 people in Fuquay that would have put her over with 1. Or, I mean, it could have changed the race. But yeah, so you would now have a town commissioner with the margin of 8 votes. So 2024 is going to be a year to watch. So I would just want people to beware of all the propaganda that is coming out. Is always directed toward us.
Yes.
Us, as I mean our community, the Black community. So just be aware, be informed, be registered. Check your registration. Make sure that you are still active. 2024. We're voting for our lives. We say that all the time. Yeah. We're literally voting for our lives.
Yes.
So
it's super
here
important.
in North Carolina, there's a governor's race, 2024. Also, it is the presidential race. That was Riley again. I don't know what happened.
The door's locked.
But
I'm not coming in.
But I want to make sure she didn't fall down the stairs.
Okay,
but now go ahead.
But yeah, so I mean, and on that note again, elections and voting. We talked about how close the race was in Hot Springs. 2016, 80,000 votes over 3 states, with a difference in the presidential race that year. So when people say votes, voting don't matter, the numbers do count. Results of that 2016 election, things are still happening now, 8 years later, 7 years later, that were the impact of that election. Courts are making decisions based on judges that were put in by that administration. So when you say your votes don't count and people don't care, things in the forefront, and just as we saw on one of the late night shows the other night, Fox News was making a parody of how much hamburger costs, and this sitting president will not be able to be reelected because hamburgers $6 a pound. First of all, president and administrations and no party determines what the cost of hamburger is. But somebody will take that and run with it and, not vote because of, again, this propaganda and information.
I mean, it's so funny because I was on Facebook in this group, and they was talking about a thrift store here where we live. Somebody was talking about the outrageous prices in the thrift store where they saw Dollar Tree items that they have marked up to $2 in the thrift store. And somebody in that chat blamed that on Bidenomics.
Yeah. And so people,
I don't know who in Biden's administration is coming to the thrift store in Fuquay
and raising prices
and putting $2 price tags on $1 items. Yeah. But this is the propaganda that I'm talking about.
But if he is, cut it out. But we know he's not. But again, this is that propaganda. This is, and again, when we talk about 140 million people voting and 80,000 making a difference, it don't take too many people to get frustrated and upset and tired. And we understand, and people are that.
Yeah.
But we have to understand the ramifications of what can take place when we do not vote. And it's not about the person who sits on Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah. They can fight them, not like them. It's about people on the local levels and the court levels and state levels making decisions of how they're going to run things. And those people that are being put in place are making some decisions that all of you who run around and say your vote don't count and it don't matter who you vote for, keep sitting home and not voting. And it's really not going to matter because they're going to appoint people who they want to be on places. They're going to tell you what you'll have no choice whatsoever. And then you'll probably want to go vote then. You'll wish you.
Or maybe not. Maybe you still won't. But
I mean.
And so I would just, I know it's hard sometimes to not be selfish. We are probably going to be okay either way. I say that from a financial standpoint, but for the governor who says we're going to put them in jail or put them in the ground, I'm concerned about that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be okay.
But we're not. I mean, from a moral standpoint, it's so much more than an economic standpoint.
But I'm saying we are probably, I get that, but you cannot legislate morals. You cannot moral people if people don't want to go vote because of the dire straits that we're in, telling them that morality is an issue. I don't think that's going to get them to the polls. I'm just saying. This week, well, last week they decided that organizations like the NAACP can't sue anymore for voting rights.
Yeah.
So whether you go vote or not, they're going to vote.
Yeah.
They are going to vote. And if whether or not you do politics is gonna do you.
Yep.
Because at some point, at the rate that we're going with these judges that was already appointed, they're gonna keep making these decisions that will impact you, whether you vote or you don't vote.
Yep. And so this gentleman that you're referring to, Mr. Graham, who's on TV that says we're either going to put him in jail or put him in the grave, and he has the background picture of all people of color. You won't have to worry about whether he's going to win an election or not, because they will have people in place where they will appoint people who think like that. So it won't be, we can't allow this person to get in office. They're going to be like, oh, we don't care what you want or not. We're going to just appoint them there. And this is your new governor. Welcome, Mr. Graham. And do what you said you were going to do. Put him in jail or put him in the grave.
And that's the thing about the other side. You respect it or not. They tell you what they're going to do. They continue to run on it, tell you what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if they win, they do it.
Yeah.
There's no shock.
No.
They told you what they were going to do. They ran on it. They won. They did it. Antoine is here. Hey, Antoine. Antoine is here with some magnificent, it's not breaking news, but it's important news. Carolina won last night. Woo-hoo. Wayne, I was going to say, I don't know if Wayne going to give him a shout out because he was about to quit him because of the lead they blew. And also, Duke lost last night.
Wow. Hold on. Or whichever one you want to do.
Yeah.
But yes.
All right.
Oh, on that note, not only did Duke lose the basketball game, but so we were talking about before we got back to the politics, the Thanksgiving the week before, I don't think we got to talk about going to the homecoming. Did we get to talk about it?
We did. We spent the whole time talking to Liz about politics.
So we went to the homecoming, Carolina football homecoming game.
Yeah.
Duke lost again.
Ooh, Duke lost at Carolina's homecoming.
But that's about all.
And for people, TikTok who are not here from the South, who are not in the ACC, who don't know about rivalries, the Tar Heels,
yes,
despise the Devils.
Yes,
they're our rivalry. So I know every part of the country there's a rivalry. Here it's Carolina and Duke, and there's this other school over there. They're red and white.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But while we were, not only the homecoming weekend, the football game was part of, we were able to attend Black Alumni Reunion dinner celebration where they honored the athletes from Carolina, from the graduating classes of 63 to 72.
62 to 72.
62 to 72. And we were honored with the presence of the very first Black athlete to ever play a sport at Carolina, Mr. Willie Cooper, that played on the freshman basketball team. So just a powerful moment that evening to be able to celebrate those people, to celebrate all of those pioneers that started the way. So it was just good to be there at that event. I always enjoyed going to that. It was a breakfast one year, dinner last year, but it was so good. So good.
It always is. And again, I'm just always, I don't know, shocked, disappointed that there's not more people in the room to hear from these actual pioneers. Like, we throw words around all the time, trailblazers, pioneers, but these were actual pioneers, people who were at this college when there were nothing, no Black anything, no Black teachers, no Black students, no Black athletes,
coaches,
no Black coaches. I'm sure there was staff, cleaning crew, cleaning people that was Black. But they were there to bust open doors for what Carolina can now be, that we can now have Hubert Davis, that we can now have, he is the first Black coach at Carolina. And that is in thanks to what these pioneers, like we hear, we heard a story from Miss Edith who said she moved into her dorm and all the white girls moved out. So she had a dorm to herself because of ignorance.
Ignorance.
So dumb.
You can't fix stupid.
You can't. But to just be in that and to, we know people always say that was so long ago. I didn't blah, blah, blah. But these people are living and breathing and telling us these stories. Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago.
And we had dinner with them.
And the fact that they are not in their 70s, like they've done so much more in their lives. But to think back 60 years ago when they tell these stories, like you know that it still affects them. Mm-hmm. Like they still remember that, like it just happened. So when you don't care about people, when you don't see the humanity in people, of course you don't care about these things, but every year that I go there, I am honored that they made the sacrifices that they made. I've always been a Carolina fan. It started in middle school, but not even knowing the history. So it makes it complicated to love a thing and to hate a thing. So but we understand that it was, that was the time, but it's so ignorant because so many great things have come out of Carolina, and we just think so many other things could have come out of Carolina. So, all right.
Oh, we did. In other breaking news, we found out that there's a whole nother group of people that are now being discriminated against. Oh my!
You probably will never guess who it is, though.
I mean, it's so I don't know.
I don't have any on my friends list, so.
But I mean, I don't know how it got overlooked for so long. I mean, I know it's running rampant in this country, and I know it impacts so many people. But millionaire and billionaire white men are now.
Clutch your pearls.
Are now a threatened group in this country.
Hey, Teresa.
Threatened group in this country. And we found that out through an interview where one of the football owner of the NFL team got caught for DUI, and he was targeted, racial profiled.
Allegedly,
reportedly.
From him, he reported it.
Oh yeah, he reported it.
He reported it.
That white rich men are getting pulled over left and right.
It doesn't matter that they're drunk.
It doesn't matter that. Don't forget that. But
and they're driving and putting other people's lives in danger.
It don't matter that. You pull me over because I'm white and rich. Clearly, it's the only reason.
That's the only reason.
If I would have been black,
a woman, poor,
a woman, yeah. If I'd have been anything else.
Miss Seeley.
I would have never got pulled over. Never.
You're black, you're poor, you're a woman. You would have just been Miss Seeley.
And made it home.
Yeah. Speaking of Miss Seeley, we have rented out a theater in Durham, just about for Durham, North Carolina, on Christmas Day for the screening of The Color Purple. So if you want to go with us to see that and you have my contact information, let me know.
I think we have about 8 tickets left, maybe. We don't have a lot.
Don't have any, and they're going to go. They're going to go. Yes. It's $12 for senior citizens and $14 for adults. So come with us to the movies. It's going to be us and about 58 of our closest friends.
Yes.
So about 60 of us are going to the movies on Christmas Day to see The Color Purple.
And to the 4 other people that are going to be in that movie theater, we'll see you there.
We'll see you there.
It actually goes on the other side. I want to tell you.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a screen that keeps popping. There you go.
I don't like it here.
But that's what it's for.
Okay, that's fine.
That's blowing on there.
Okay.
I thought you were like blocking it, a screen blocker. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, but it looks weird now. So I might just take it off. It's not even supposed to be here. You don't have one, so it's just
okay. We're good.
So let me tell you about what happened to me at Costco yesterday.
And let me tell you what happened to me at Costco the other week. But you go ahead first.
Oh.
You go ahead.
So if what happened to you, we were gonna quit Costco. It wouldn't. I wouldn't have been in that predicament I was in yesterday. So
This might add another reason
I had
why we
stopped.
should quit.
I had done all my shopping. Came outside, and I have I have the push button car. So I have my key inside my wallet. And
This
so
gonna be good.
had my key inside my wallet. So when I came, since I was by myself, I'm unloading, let the trunk up and I'm unloading all the stuff. And I didn't want to leave my wallet in the cart because I've done that a lot of times. I leave my wallet or my phone in the cart and just drive off.
It's a wonder we still got 4 kids.
Most of the time, we have left a kid. Don't act like we ain't left a kid somewhere before.
I said it's wonder
we did.
4.
So I normally figure it out when I'm driving off I'm playing music from my phone, so my phone is synced to my car, and then it starts getting spotty. I was like, oh, my phone is not in here. So anyway, so that I would not leave my phone in the cart, I threw my wallet in the car with the key in it. And
all the way to the front seat.
I threw it up. Hey, it was a good shot. I threw it all the way in. So I finished unloading, took the cart back. I actually took the cart back. Make note of that. Didn't leave it in the parking lot.
Were they stretched out across one of the parking lanes?
No, somebody was working on cars yesterday.
Okay.
I took the cart back. I came back to the car and I couldn't get in my car. I was locked out of my car. The doors were locked. I could go to the back and let the trunk up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I'm not a small girl. So I'm standing there.
Grown woman.
I'm a whole grown woman. I'm standing at the back of the car, looking over, and I got 3 rows. I got a 3rd row seat, right? So I'm looking at the rows of seats that I might have to crawl over to get to my wallet that's in the front seat.
You could have let those back row down. Was it already down?
Yeah, the back row, but now it's full of the stuff that I just shot for.
Gotcha. Which
poinsettias and things.
The moral of this story is don't get a whole lot when you go to Costco.
Maybe.
In case you like
so I'm standing there and I'm just like, I have to call Wayne and tell him to come get me. And because I'm not going to crawl over these seats. Like, there's no way I'm about to crawl over these seats. But I knew Wayne was working. They had a water leak. He had already been at work since 5 a.m. He ain't got time to come. So I'm like, what do I do? Then I see this family coming and they have this little girl with them. Listen, I was not getting ready to crawl over the seat. So I asked the little girl. I was like, excuse me, hey, I need a favor. And I'm standing there with my trunk up at the back of the car. And I was like, I locked myself out of the car. And of course they look at me like, you standing here with the trunk up, like, how are you locked? I was like, my doors won't open. My key is in my wallet. I have the push button. I have to have the key with me to unlock the door.
Can we hire you?
And then the mom just says, do you want her to crawl over your seat? And I'm like, that is an awesome idea. Because, that's what I was thinking anyway.
Yeah.
So little girl had to go through my seat, go through my car, and let me in, grab my wallet. She wanted to stay in there. She was doing a whole lot. She was looking at it. I was like, it's in the passenger side. I don't know if she understands. It's on the right side. Look in the seat. She got to the first back row seat. She just looking around, like, keep going, keep going, keep going, please. Get out my car. Keep going. Yep, nope, that's my pocketbook. I need my wallet. Keep going. So then her mama finally went up, knocked on the window up there. It's like, it's right here. It's right here, Haley.
Just tell Haley to unlock the door.
Just give my wallet. I don't know. That would have been good too. Haley was already struggling to get the wallet. Yeah. So, but anyway.
But if anybody knows Haley and her family, thank you for rescuing.
I gave Haley all the money that I had in my wallet, which I never have money. So I think I gave Haley about $3. But hey, she was probably 5 or 6. So that's a lot of money.
For people who lock themselves out of their car and you can still get in the trunk. Yeah. If you would have called me and said, I'm locked out of the car, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna come. And
I mean, I would have just went back and called, like, I'll be in Costco.
You wouldn't have been able to buy nothing because your ID was in your wallet.
Oh, that's which brings us to why you so mad with Costco.
Do anybody out there go to Costco?
We should just say big box store. Goes to the big box stores.
No, this is a special. So there's a big box store that I like.
Yeah, me too.
There's 2 big box stores that I like.
Shout out to Sam's. Shout out to Sam Walton.
And BJ's. But Costco is about to be fired.
Costco got a lot of issues when it comes to big box. Like the business model doesn't even make sense when you compare yourself to the other stores.
Yeah. But they get on my nerves. First of all, we go in the store. I have to show them that I am a member.
Yes.
Then when I get ready to check out, I have to scan my membership card to even be able to get the register to work. And then somebody's going to come harass me like I'm at a traffic stop and ask me for my ID.
They did it.
And it's ridiculous.
And it ain't like y'all doing a whole lot. Like, first of all, you walk into Costco, I have to pick the item up, put it in the basket, right? Because you don't have that scan and go. BJ's got scan and go. Sam's got scan and go. You pick it up, you put it in the cart. Then when you get to the cash register, you have to take it out of the cart.
So they don't scan
because
stuff.
if you scan it and you try to put it back in the buggy right away, it says, put it over here. Everything you scan, put it over here. So you touch it, put it in the cart, take it out the cart, put it on the whatever that is, the counter, then put it back in the buggy. And then when you get to the car, like me, take it out of the. Why do I have to touch your product so many times?
10 times. And then you go.
I don't do that at Sam's. At Sam's, I can pick it up, I scan it, I put it in my buggy.
And walk out.
Next thing, pick it up, scan it, put it in the buggy. I slide, I pay for it, I push the whole buggy to the car, and then I touch it for the second time. It's going in the car.
Yep, that's it. And ain't nobody standing up there saying, "Can I see your ID? Can I match this up?" And then, oh, we don't take that card. Oh, we don't take that card either. Oh, we don't take them types of cards either. We don't take that type of card. Really? And then
so
we go outside, and then there are carts. All the carts.
You said all the carts.
All the carts are in the cart rack, blocking.
Like, whose job is it to get carts?
I don't know, but while they hiring people in there,
like and share.
While they in there, asking people to reveal their IDs, that lady could have been out there getting carts in.
Somebody could have been because they were like out into the parking lot, like impeding traffic.
Yeah, I should have hit a few of them and then come ask for their ID, and then they're gonna fix my truck. But they probably wouldn't have. But yeah, we're about to be done with Costco. If anybody got anything good to say about Costco,
shout out your good Costco experience.
Yes, because I don't have too many.
And I will say, I mean, Costco is close to us. It's the closest one to us.
That's the only thing.
For me, it is really self-care to be walking in those big box stores. I don't know why. I didn't know I needed a shower head when I walked in here, but they got them up here and they're on sale, so I must need one.
Just because they have stuff on me.
So I just walking around, like all of that space in there, it's just like
that's another reason.
It's like a utopia. So I love just going in there, walking around.
That's another reason.
Most of the time I do buy something. I don't think I've ever I have gone in there if I was looking for a specific thing and not bought anything. But sometimes I go in there, I don't know what I need until, it's presented to me. And then I know I need it. I need them Downy beads that I like.
They got them in saying
yesterday. Who knew I needed a four pack of poinsettias? I didn't know. I didn't know until I got there.
You didn't need them.
Eggnog is seasonal right now.
Food Line got that. Food Line.
What else did I get?
What's up, Jay? We are talking about that dreaded store at 1010 and 401 that I'm trying to get rid of my membership.
And we do.
And you know what? Also, my Costco card says I'm an executive member.
Executive.
I'm an executive. You ought to know.
Don't ask me nothing.
You ought to know my name when I walk in. I'm executive.
I'm executive.
I'm just not no run-of-the-mill member. I'm an executive member.
Executive.
It says it on my card.
And speaking of that, being an executive, they did send us a check for $75. That's why I was in there to spend the $75.
Did you take the check and give them the check back, or still?
No, I'm gonna take it the next time we go to. I'm gonna tell you the next time. I'm gonna tell you next time too.
I can't do this. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Dollar Tree. That's where I'm gonna start sending her to do all her shopping.
I like the Dollar Tree. That's the $3 tree and the $5 tree now.
No more Costco and
I like
BJ's. Yeah, BJ's has the best water.
So since Jay is here, we just want to say again, we had the opportunity to visit another church. We don't really get the opportunity to do that much, so we had the opportunity to visit another church this past Sunday, which is it was a little different than what we are normally accustomed to, and I probably wouldn't have been there if Jay wasn't there. But he did an amazing job. That is definitely in his elements, teaching the people, giving us the word,
encouraging.
It was wonderful.
Yes, it was good. Glad.
So continue to do great work in the kingdom. I think I told you your gifts will continue to make room for you. They are definitely needed.
Yes.
Continue the good fight.
Yes. But if you can do it like later than 8:30, it'd be nice.
I mean, he can do it later than 8:30. Can you do later than 8:30? Jay was there at 8:30. He was there at 10. He was there at 11:30.
I know. I'm just saying 8:30.
So I'm saying you pick another one. Don't blame that on Jay. That's you.
That's true. But we'll hear from him again real soon. January 21st to be exact.
Church anniversary.
Church anniversary.
And again, speaking of church, so
Oh yeah. Woo, yeah.
Had the opportunity,
There you go, Jay. Shout out. There it is. Read that announcement right there.
I will be at the Shepherd's Flock Baptist Church, 12124.
1004.
We will be celebrating our church's
Durham.
anniversary.
Yes.
The church is 22 or 23.
23.
The church is 23. The church will be 23 years old. Yeah. Which is amazing. Like, you don't really normally get in and see, the foundation being laid at that early. Normally, you go to a church and it's like, we're having our 150th anniversary. We hope that this church will continue to have that 150th anniversary, the 150 years, but right now we're still in the building stage and it is going well.
Yes.
But I did learn that I'm probably not doing church right.
No, not.
All the good work that I think I'm doing, probably, if I let these ladies tell me.
So we've learned a lot of news this week.
From
the new discriminated group.
Me and Kurt Franklin.
From the new discriminated group.
Hey,
Nala. What's up, Nala? The new discriminated group is new out there.
Mm-hmm.
And now to learn that, the concerts, things like that. Yeah.
And I think nobody knows what we're talking about. So I was in this group and they were talking about the church being not infiltrated.
Conformed by the world.
Is the church conforming to the world? And they had a lot of opinions.
Yes,
because that's all it is, an opinion.
Yeah.
And again, so if you're on a panel, somebody has invited you to share your expertise because they feel like you're an expert in this area. You don't need to preface it with or quantify it with, now this is just my opinion. Of course it is, because we know what the words say. So don't quantify it with just my opinion. Because when you say that, I know you're getting ready to say something crazy.
Yep.
More than likely, you're about to say something crazy. So anyway, they talked about a lot of things. And there's a church conforming. And the church, does it have to conform to continue to get people to come? Because people don't want to come to church no more. People don't want to come to church. People didn't want to come to church before COVID. And then when COVID hit, people realized they didn't have to go to church. Church was coming to them. So the conversation was just around, what we do, how we do it. Are we in the entertainment? And
oh yeah, that was another one. Was the church more about entertainment than salvation?
Yeah. And so
they talked about those dark lights when you walk in, like a movie theater.
And yeah, they talked about a lot of things, about everything. So I would be just kind of interested to know like what church looks like at the experts church.
Yeah.
So, but they was mad with Kurt Franklin because he wearing muscle shirts.
And he got no muscle. Don't you gotta have muscle to wear
Why
muscle
you
shirt?
mad at Kurt wearing his muscle shirt? Like, let's revert back when I said mine, your business. And if you're married, your husband. Is your husband wearing a muscle shirt? Is that what makes you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad at Kurt with his muscle shirt? But it's just so just amazing, like how people take things and condemn people and send them to hell because Kurt going to hell because he had that muscle shirt on.
And his cowboy boots.
And
he is and it was like hip hop.
And I think that you have to do some self-introspection if Kurt's muscle shirt bothers you. Why? Is Kurt leading you down a path that you don't want to go down? If that's
Me too,
so,
Jay.
that's on you. That's on you. So stop putting it on Kurt. Turn your lustful eyeballs off.
Yes.
But anyway,
yeah.
I'm just this is where we are with religion and everything. Like everybody, just do you. And I know we're supposed to carry out the gospel. We're supposed to tell the people the good news of Jesus Christ. We're not here to condemn people. Mm-mm. And maybe because I don't feel convicted about going to the concert to see Kurt Franklin. I also don't feel convicted about going to a concert to see Anthony Hamilton.
Or LL.
I don't feel convicted about going to the concert to see LL Cool J, and he probably had on a muscle shirt.
And you probably was.
And he probably pulled it off a lot better than what Kurt Franklin was pulling.
And let me find out somebody molested.
I was just saying around the way, girl. Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. That was just it.
That lady on that show might have had a point. She might have had a point.
That was just it. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably doing church all wrong because I love Jesus. I like going to church. I want people to be in church. I'm not there to condemn people and tell them don't wear your muscle shirt. Kurt on that church, first of all. Kurt was at in a venue. Oh, and they was mad because people were selling alcohol at the venue where Kurt was having his gospel concert. So I guess you can't drink wine. Because I don't know, they were selling shots. They weren't selling shots at the venue. So people can't drink wine. I don't know if they had a beer. I don't remember when we went, we wouldn't have been looking for alcohol at the venue, so I don't know if they had it.
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing people with a big mug, the big cups.
But they were pretty much saying.
But if they were,
But they were also saying that they shouldn't have went there. That if you go to a venue that's going to sell alcohol, you shouldn't take your gospel show there.
I mean, is that where the people that we just want to go with all the same people at for the concert? Because
I don't know.
What is it that you always say? Jesus is concerned about 2 types of people.
Two.
Only 2.
The saved and the lost. 2.
So if we don't want to go where they might be lost. Anyway, again, we would love to have you all come visit us at our church at the Shepherd's Flock.
Yes.
But just know that we're probably not doing it right.
He did. He took some water.
We love Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus made the best liquor.
It was wine.
I don't know if that's blasphemous, but liquor, wine, and spirits.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, people just get so emotionally tied up. Let's just meet people where they are.
Yeah.
Let's introduce them to Jesus.
And so
let's not try to make them a image of us because they're already made in the image of God and everything that God made was good.
Yeah.
Let's stop this.
Everything.
So
and when I hear those things, so you know.
Oh, hey,
who's that?
Tiffany. Tiffany said she just got here. So Tiffany, we're talking about church, which is your favorite subject because you always have a church announcement. So we're talking about this group that I was in, and the women were talking about the church being conformed, like the church conforming to the world. And they were mad that Kurt Franklin had on his muscle shirt at his concert, and that they were selling alcohol in the venue where the gospel concert was. And so people are going to hell that are going to see Kurt Franklin in his muscle shirt. And yeah, I don't know. But those same people probably had, I don't know, wine, Stella. So can I not drink Stella Rosa? Stella Rosa Peach? I don't know. I don't know. I love Jesus, and I want to do, I want to do everything I can to see him.
That'll preach,
But if a muscle shirt is going to keep me, thank you for doing the church announcement about it. I'll be looking for it.
That'll preach, Jay.
I'll be looking for it. Liquor and muscle shirt.
That'll preach.
Is that a topic?
That is. I mean,
but yeah, so we're talking about trying to win people over to Jesus. But if we can't go where the lost might be, we just keep talking to the saved people. Do we think the saved people are not really saved? We're just gonna keep talking to the same saved people. We can't go, because Jesus was, somewhere everywhere.
Yeah, and it's amazing. And I know Kirk is not, but when people have issues with, when people had issues with all the stuff that went on at the Essence Festival with Megan on the stage 6-8 months ago, big issues. Local preacher had a big issue about Beyonce. They always put these artists down and want to put.
Beyonce is definitely the devil, according to these people.
Yeah, they want to put them down. But you know what? I never hear Beyonce say anything bad about. She ain't bad mouthing the church. She's not trying to steal none of your members. Beyonce has never one time said, never once said, "Look here, don't go to church, come to my concert. Don't spend your offering, buy my ticket." She never once promoted any of that. But they want to. They have the big issue with them. They had a big issue with them.
Jay said, "Yes, we can only talk to the saved. Unsaved, get somebody else to do it." Lot's wife.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, Jay, we've been called. That's what we've been called to do. To preach the gospel and the good news.
To the who? To the saved? To the rich? No. To the poor. To those that have been abused. To those that are abused, bruised. To set free those that are oppressed. To those that have been incarcerated. Welcome the stranger. Give drink to those that are thirsty. Food to those that are hungry. Clothes to those that are naked. Health insurance to those who don't have none.
Jesus was out here performing miracles on people who didn't have a health insurance. He let the blind man see.
Yep.
Healed the woman with the issue of blood. Made a lame man walk. He didn't ask him for that. He asked him for no insurance card.
No code, nothing.
We are supposed to take care of these people.
That's what you call universal health care.
That was it. He was out here.
Yeah.
Jason, I don't like churches where they read the Bible.
Like during the service or before that?
No, I'm not going down this rabbit hole. Because we're going to read the Bible. We're going to read it.
Ooh.
We're going to read it. So we will be jumping off here soon because we tried to pack everything into 24 hours today, right?
Oh, yeah.
I worked. I went to this event that started at 6. We tried to watch Riley today. Wayne had a meeting that started at 7.
Mm-hmm.
We try to do this at 8, and we have a meeting that's going to start at 9.
Yes. So if anybody ain't doing nothing at 10, get on our schedule. We got 10, 11,
we got
12,
2 hours
1,
left. We got 2 hours left in this day that we don't have anything planned for. But Wayne he really wants to go to sleep.
And tomorrow morning is free. I mean, we ain't got nothing on our schedule right now at 1 and 2 in the morning. So if y'all free, put something on the calendar.
We're trying to do it all. By the time we come back, let's see what will have happened. We will have had our Christmas celebration at our church.
Mm-hmm. I want to say hey to Sammy. What's up, Sammy?
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah, we will have had our Christmas play, our Christmas celebration,
our ugly sweater contest and funny fashion show. That's what we're gonna call it.
Gotcha.
We will have been in our local parade. It's parade season.
Yes. Jay, we got your spot too, so you're covered. What else will we have?
I know it's just a couple weeks.
I don't know. Enough anyway.
A protest on Saturday. That's gonna be later. It's not a protest. We got one coming up though. You best believe it.
What's he doing?
I don't know if he's talking about we're working with the MLK committee where we're doing our walk on the.
Oh, that.
But if I'm supposed to be, where am I? If I'm supposed to be at a real protest on Saturday, let me know, Jay. Hit me up in my DMs.
Yeah. But we
Let me
can-
know where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
No justice, no peace.
We down
I
for a
stay
good
ready.
protest.
I stay ready, Jay.
Yes, we're down for a good protest any time. So Alec Jones, um,
Hey, Alec. Tell Regina that I forgot to remind her about Urban Ministries last night
she forgot to remind me
because
too.
I
Alec.
forgot about Urban Ministries last
She
night.
forgot to remind me too.
But shout out to the good people at the Shepherd's Flock for going down to Urban Ministries and feeding our brothers and sisters. We do that on a
Every fifth Wednesday.
that is what we do. So we are appreciative of the people at the
Yes,
church who are committed, dedicated to that, and don't mind that we kind of get lost in the sauce sometimes with our 9 to 5s.
yes. So
Hey, Tony.
if anybody's interested in joining, mark your calendar. Fifth Wednesday, Urban Ministries in Durham. I think it's 210 Liberty Street, Durham. We normally get there around between 6 and 6:30. We serve from 7 to 8. Serve anywhere from 150 to 200 people coming through. If anybody would like to participate, you're welcome to come. Put on your calendar. Remind me next time so I don't forget. And actually, this was only the second time I think that we have actually served for. In the middle of COVID, we went and just put meals into go boxes. So we went in the kitchen. We were the only ones in there. Put the go meals in the boxes, and staff delivered them to residents or to people who came. So we're just now getting back in person. So yesterday was the first one back, the second one back. But next fifth Wednesday, we'll be there. And would love to see you. And many of you have came and helped before. Thank you. And we will look forward to anyone who would like to be there. Anyone.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I think it's about time to
I was gonna
leave.
say this is the fun part where Wayne doesn't really want to leave.
I know it's so much stuff. I just be wanting to like keep on, and it seems like I'll be forgetting something, and then I remember it right after we get back off. And then
Like
I
I
want
said
to get
on TikTok, I like how you said Jesus provide universal health care. He did.
it in.
He asked nobody for no insurance card
Oh, and it didn't.
and
Really,
their ID.
and you know,
He told them to go wash.
and he didn't turn nobody away.
He didn't turn anybody away.
Yeah, I mean the best system ever.
That's the kind of church we are trying to have, but people are telling us we're
And
not
we
gonna
have
make
all
it in.
these
We're not gonna make it in.
evangelicals that put their hands on the Bible and be sworn into a legislative position.
And
but
those
don't
same
know
people.
nothing
So,
about
I do want to say tomorrow there's going to be a vote in Congress whether or not to expel the person who we know as George
we don't even know what this real name.
Santos. I don't know what his name is. This man lied about everything. He lied about the high school he went to. This man lied about being a star on a volleyball team. Like, who lies about being a star volleyball player?
Yeah.
He lied about everything. He lied about saving sick dogs. He took money from a veteran whose dog was dying. And we are having a vote to see if this man should still be serving in our Congress. And we have the Speaker of the House who's saying, we're going to let people vote their conscience.
Yeah. Watch him stay there.
We're going to let people vote their conscience if they feel like this man who has lied about everything, who spent campaign dollars on OnlyFans and Hermes scarves, who set up a LLC and people were sending him money. He was taking. There's a lot of things that he should go to jail for.
Yeah.
But he lied about his mama being killed in 9/11. He said he was Jewish, kind of in the same vein as Anthony Anderson plays on Blackish. He said it like that. I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
But he is in our Congress right now. He is still in our Congress.
With free health care.
Making decisions for us.
Earning taxpayer dollars.
And the Speaker of the House is saying that they're going to vote their conscience. Their conscience.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that vote goes tomorrow. And this will tell us. We started this live talking about voting. We're going to end it talking about voting. This will tell us where we're on our way to in 2024.
Yes.
If they don't have the appetite to expel this liar who is stealing money from veterans and children if they don't have the appetite to expel a man who lied about being a star volleyball player,
I draw the line there.
who cares about volleyball? He lied about going to the school where he said he was a star volleyball player. He never went. So anyway, if they don't have the appetite to expel that man from Congress, this is where we are. This is the road that we're gonna be on.
Yep.
On our way to 2020.
Yep.
Y'all please pay attention.
Please.
And no matter how much they hate it, stay woke.
They think, yeah, you got
Stay
to.
woke.
You got to. Got to. All right, well, we got to go because I need to
run.
be 9. So again, if anybody's free at 10, 10:30, 11, hit us up on the calendar.
Hit us up.
We'll have a meeting.
We will not be doing TikTok After Dark tonight because we have to hop off and do yet another meeting.
Yes.
But we appreciate y'all tuning in.
Mark your calendar for March the 2nd. March the 2nd. We're joining in Raleigh to let this lying legislation know that poverty is the 4th leading cause of death and how it's impacting all of our communities. And we're looking to have 50, 100,000 people in front of the legislative building on Jones Street, 100,000 on Jones, March the 2nd. March the 2nd. Put it on your calendar.
March 2nd, 2024.
Yes.
Be there.
We'll have
and this is one of those things where everybody can do something. You don't have to sign up to go to jail, but just your presence,
Yeah.
The ministry of presence.
The ministry of presence is all we're asking for.
Show
Just
up.
show up.
Show up. Use your body.
Yes.
To expel your voice.
Yes.
March 2nd in Raleigh, downtown. And if you're on TikTok and you're not in Raleigh, there are going to be 30 other states across this country who at the same time that we're doing the same thing. Yes. So get hooked up with the Poor People's Campaign in your state if you're not in North Carolina.
Yes.
And meet them at their local state house.
On March the 2nd.
On March 2nd.
2024.
And with that,
we're out.
We're out.
Peace.
Thanks for joining.
Me too, Jay, but I'll be anybody.
What? Oh. Jay said I'm too fat to go to